Hello friends. Sorry for a little bit of a later start tonight. I was out running some errands till like just now. But we are here and we are gearing the Brewmaster Monk tonight. Hey everybody. I'll go ahead and pause the background music here, because the War Within music has just been so good. I've just been enjoying listening to that while I play. How is everybody out there doing tonight? Hope this Thursday evening finds you well. Heading on into the weekend strong. And tonight we're here to game. Now I do need to... Oh. Hey McGrill, how's it going? Listen man, if you want to cancel a sub, you gotta cancel the sub. I've been here for a while. I don't think there actually is a way for the streamer to do a refund, so sorry about that. Hey Scorpions, how's it going? Need brew content? Well, you've come to the right place. We're doing brew content tonight. I leveled up all of my tanks, and I have not logged onto my Brewmaster since I leveled it, so we're still sitting in our full level 70 gear. I do have some warbound items we can grab to get a little bit of a head start, and then we'll take it to the auction house, see if we can get up to the point where we can start queuing for heroics. So that's what we're doing tonight. Let's see. We've got shoulders, chest, and gloves all at 577. I am going to eventually go leatherworking on my monk, but I don't have anything leveled up there yet, and I don't have any leather, so we'll hold on those soul sigils. Maybe we'll send those on the druid or something. All joking. Yeah, right on, right on. Appreciate the 9 months, though. Thank you so much. Congrats on the... I think that's a new chat badge. Well, you have the founding member chat badge, so... let's see. Let's get these items equipped. Just a cool 71 level upgrade right there. And there's no qualms about replacing the tier set anymore because Blizzard has disabled them for level 80 characters. Okay, 528. Let's see, what would I get the biggest value out of here? I mean, everything's kind of roughly equal. Let's just take a look at the leather armor that's available. We can kind of go slot by slot. We're not going to break the bank here. I only have 38k on this character right now. Let's see. Is this adventure track? Or explorer track? It is. We'll take that. Have shoulders, have chest. $700 for a waist. My stats are going to be cursed, but we're not really caring about stats on this gear. This is very temporary. We're just trying to get into heroic dungeons here. Anyway, hope you all out there are doing well tonight. This is our third tank now that we'll be gearing up. Blood DK and the Warrior are both over 580, so they are quite ready to go for season start. Alright, let's see what that leather gear puts us at. See if we need to replace some jewelry or something. Anything else? For like a cool 3,000 gold. We could do a cloak too, probably. Oh, I didn't get bracers. But actually I have a 548 bracers. I guess I had 548 in several slots here that I didn't upgrade or didn't equip yet. Since I wax farm like crazy with the boys, not sure if I could just run heroics for period gear, but kind of also thinking I'll be useless since everything's going to replace week 1 at the start of the season. Anyhow, what you think? I mean, I think the gear that you're getting right now is very irrelevant in the long run. It would be nice to have people at like 570 to 580 for the first night of raid. just to make sure that we're not getting like one shot by random mechanics. But even that is like very, very easy to do. Like you spend a night running heroics and you'll probably be at 570. So, but also, you know, if you're doing some wink wink gold farming, like that's definitely a high value use of your time at this point in the expansion too. So, I do not want to spend that much on a cloak. No way I'm spending that much on a necklace. Actually, I could go do the quest to get the 571 necklace real quick. Dark Moon cards might actually just push us over the edge here. Yeah, we'll just grab a couple of these. Yeah, they nerfed it. Can't do group tuner anymore. Made $1 million out of it. That's nice. That's really nice. I'm just going to do Symbiosis because it's cheap. We're just going for eye level. These trinkets are not going to be long term anyway. Okay, I think we go grab that 571 necklace, which is super easy to do. But first, actually, we need to transmog immediately. Oh, I didn't check weapons too. I should grab weapons. Let's check. Let's just check one-handed weapons real quick. 400 gold for 2 axes. Sounds good. Weapon was my highest item level piece here, so this won't be a super big upgrade. But that gets us into heroics, so alright, let's see if no, you don't need weapons when you're a monk. That's true. What's up, Kama? How you doing? That's true, we are a monk, but unfortunately weapons do still count for item level, so they're important to have even if we just throw them on our back and never actually wield them. Alright, once we get down the stairs here, we'll send out a message in guild, see if anyone's looking to do some heroics. So yeah, that was like 5,000 gold to get into heroics, that's not bad. Now we did have a couple of warbound pieces that really helped us pump up the item level fast there, so alright, let's see. Got the best final one? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to hop on, I'll get you in here, McGrill. Got spots for everything right now. So far, it's just me. Just gotta come over this way to pick up a quest here.
The darkness strikes out with threats not even our key flames can dispel. Aid us, outsider. Be our beacon in the darkness.
We'll give people a minute to respond here. Alright, we just gotta collect these tinder boxes. What spec am I playing? I'm gonna actually play Shadow Pan in these. Get some insane keg smash damage going. I need to spend the rest of my points here. Let's do that. There we go. Wazir gonna heal us. Franken's gonna come too. Oh yeah. Bringing in some more warrior DPS here. Alright, there's quest drop we needed there. Now we can do one more DPS here. We'll just touch of death this thing as soon as it's low enough. Oh, get you in here. How's it going there, Terex? If you're watching. Says you're already in a group. It lies. There we go. Yes, on very low volume. Right on, right on. Do you want to play Havoc, or am I playing Windwalker? I would much prefer to play Brewmaster, but... Right on, there we go. Oh, I gotta kill this thing real quick here before the queue expires. I don't know if we can actually do it. All melee, what could go wrong? It's just heroics. We got 23 seconds. Oh no, we're gonna miss it. No. Oh, it just sent us in. No. Alright. That's fine. We can kill that thing when we get out of this dungeon. Maybe we'll have a couple upgrades.
So here we are. High Speaker Eirik. Or is it just Eirik now? He's fled from the Hall of Awakening into the stone.
Shockwave.
He's probably running like a frightened mouse. Oh, you sleepy, cowering,
Watch your
cowardice
step.
beastie.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Oh, we got feared. Oh, we got feared. We got feared again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was down to 1 health there.
Watch your step. Shockwave.
Clean. Keeping it clean, everybody. Almost let another fear go off there.
Shockwave.
It's all good. It's all good.
Is that Golem fused with something else? Titanic technology enhanced with magical augments. Brilliant.
Alright, my girl, I'm gonna swap blast you into the room here so we don't get you locked out. Apologies if you die, but at least you'll get loot in the boss won't reset.
Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step. Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step.
I need to get out of the habit of hitting spinning crank kick at single target. I have it on what used to be my keybind for
Looks like the main door's locked.
I forget the, what do you call it?
Leads to an access console.
Rushing Jade Wind. But I'm just playing special delivery now, and so it's a little easier to access that keybind, but don't want to be using that in single target. It's a little bit troll.
Watch your. Watch your step. Watch your.
Hey Cameron, it's possible for you to be healing done on? Sure. Yeah, we can go to healing done. Oh, sorry, I did not get very much aggro on those guys.
Watch your.
Hush add-ons.
Watch your.
How's it going, Grant? How am I liking the brew? This is the first dungeon I've done on it at max level. It's not bad. I really enjoyed it while I was leveling, but I don't know how much of a good taste we're actually getting for these classes in leveling Dungeons and Heroics, but I've always liked Brewmaster, and it feels very similar to how it always has, with less button bloat than it had in Shadowlands and especially Dragonflight. So
Watch your step.
let's do the mechanic here, even if no one else is.
Defensive. Defensive. Watch your. Defensive.
Went for a bear first, hoping the tuning would pivot a bit. Bear is in a really good spot, actually. Although I heard there was some tuning today, but I haven't taken a look at it yet. Looks like Bear is stuck with all the power being in the passive 2-point nodes. Yeah.
If it's here, we might as well use it.
If you like the Elune's Chosen playstyle, then it's really, really good. But if you don't like it, then I can see that being disappointing. The build everyone is going for is very meh. Yeah, I like it, but for me it's also a bit of a change of pace as a Prot Warrior main. You go from like a super high APM, like hitting lots of buttons, to a lot more chill, a little laid back. It's not a lose of the problem. As much as I like Druid of the Claw to have been better. Yeah, Druid is next on my list of characters to gear, so I have leveled it, and I did play a decent amount of it in beta, but I haven't
Watch your step.
played much of it on live at these gear levels yet.
incoming.
Good way to put it is that people are moving out of the active nodes. They give you more stuff to do rotationally. Oh, okay, I see, I see. What tank do I think my main is going to be? Prot Warrior. I am starting off as Prot Warrior for sure. It's been the most tank for me. It's been the most fun tank for me throughout the beta cycle. That's definitely continued on to live.
Your step.
I absolutely love it. I'm going to play at least 4 of the tanks to some degree though. Warrior's going to get the most active effort and like it's going to be the first priority on doing stuff. I also want to play a lot of Blood DK, and then Brew and Druid are kind of on the next tier for me.
Defensive. Watch your
But we've already got the Warrior and Blood DK like pretty much ready to go for week 1 of raiding and Mythic Zeros, so we're on to the Brewmaster right now. No Rays, no Tooth and Claw, no Dream Scenarios, not mingling. Yeah, I mean, some of that is just like how tuning on everything in general is, right? Like, Dream of Cenarius didn't really get buffed to compensate for the fact that health pools are, like, a lot bigger relative to attack power than they were. And so it's weaker. 3-button rotation including Iron Fur is kind of A. Yeah, that's definitely fair. I tried Prot Warrior last season a little. I don't know if I was doing something wrong. It didn't feel tanky. It feels super tanky now. I'm almost done with my guide for Prot Warrior, if you want to keep an eye out for that. But the basic principles that I would say are, like, keep shield block up 100% of the time. And then you have a choice for excess rage to either spend it defensively on Ignore Pain or offensively on Revenge. You have to find, like, finding that balance is something that's really hard to describe and explain. A lot of it is just based on experience with the class. But I would err, especially for a newer tank, on just not spending much rage at all on Revenge, spending most of it on Ignore Pain. And then only use Revenge when you have free procs of it. And then once you get more comfortable in the role and you start to feel a little sturdier and know your strengths, you can start dumping some of your rage with Revenge when you have the opportunity to. You can also be extremely liberal with your use of defensive cooldowns on Prot. The one guideline I would say with that is don't use multiple cooldowns at the same time. So, like, if you have Shield Ball up, don't send Last Stand as well. But you get so much CDR on them from spinning Rage and, like, other methods throughout the talent tree that, like, you can use them pretty much whenever you want to.
Attack totem.
It's not like if you're playing Vintage Demon Hunter and you have to, like, hold on to meta because it's all you have. Oh, we have a lot of stuff going off here, and I have no aggro on half this. Yeah, that was a little too aggressive for my my fresh brew here. Those totems hurt, even on heroic. Be a nasty surprise for people once we're on Mythic. I'm gonna try DK and Brew next. Nice. DK honestly feels like tankier baseline than it ever has before, in my opinion. And it's still, like, fully self-sufficient. So I think Blood DK is in an awesome spot right now. I'm going to just sit my bear until they get another pass. That's fair. I mean, if you've given it a try and, like, you've leveled it up and you find it boring in heroics, like,
Shockwave.
I mean, on the one hand, like, there's nothing that's actually challenging you very much in heroics, right? Unless you do a ridiculous pull that you, like, your group isn't ready for, but
Move to pool.
you're not getting, like, mechanically challenged to stay alive for the most part, so.
Shockwave.
So on the one hand, like, it may feel more interesting once we're into, like, Mythics and Mythic Plus, but fundamentally, like, nothing is going to change between now and then about the class, probably, so if you find it boring, you'll probably still find it boring once we get there.
Shockwave.
Can't wait to watch my part where I guide. Thank you. I'm hoping to have it out by tomorrow morning. I think the thing is that whether I'm fighting one target or pulling 20 mobs, I don't think Elune is anything different. That is definitely a fair analysis of how Guardian feels right now. It's like you thrash on CD, you mangle on CD. You use Moonfire to fill, and you dump all your rage and iron for, like, there's really not much more to it than that. Obviously you have your cooldowns available, but even your cooldowns don't really change anything. Cool, I'll be waiting to watch it because I've decided to start with Warrior then DK. Nice, nice. I think we need to leave instance group. Yeah, I still have a bit of editing to do on the video, but hoping I have it up tomorrow morning. You decided with Warrior and then DK? Nice, nice. Where did the mob go? Someone else came along and killed it. Okay. I think we're... Hold on one sec. Actually, I can probably just walk up and touch to death this thing. Okay, that was quick. I was stewing on it. I think they should just take Iron Fur as it currently exists out of the game and just bake it into your spenders. You mean like Maul versus Raze? I don't know how I feel about that. Or some other new spenders as well. I mean, Iron Fur is pretty boring, right? Just like getting armor that stacks and overlaps. You just hit it a lot when you're taking a lot of damage. In my mind, the correct answer for Iron Fur is just always hit it. Yeah, especially if you're taking Thorns of Iron. Because then, like, you're getting offensive and defensive value out of it already. Like, then it being in the game doesn't really do anything other than give you carpal tunnel. Yeah, that's fair. I would love to see a bit of a reimagining of Guardian. I think, like, flavor-wise, the Lunar Bear, or Laser Bear, as some of us have been calling it, is it's definitely a cool idea. I think, like, that could be the start of something cool.
Charging. Move. Charging. Move. Charging. Move. Charging. Move. AOE incoming.
At the end of the day, though, one of the tanks needs to be the easiest one, and I don't know if it's good to be changing which one is easiest all the time. So, you know, Flurry Strikes looks pretty cool when it actually goes off, and you can see the animation there. I think they take Iron Fur out, bring Frenzy up into a full-fledged Rage Spender along with Raze. Then you have 3 possible options. I mean, having choices to spend... Choices of what to spend your resource on is always good for the sake of keeping a class interesting. Like, that's kind of where the depth is with Brat Warrior, right? You're balancing your rage between Ignore Pain and Revenge, while also ensuring that you're keeping up shield block 100% of the time. It's like you have 3 different rage spenders. Also, you have Execute. which Druid doesn't have anything kind of similar to. And there's not always a clear right decision on what to press, so unless you don't have shield block up, and there's obviously a clear decision there. Give Frenzy some damage component where you just start eating your enemy or something. That would be sick. Just like bite off a chunk of their flesh or something. You are a bear after all. Ooh, nice. Got a weapon. Let's go. Fine with being simple, but Iron Fur is just kind of silly. Just kind of in a silly place. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. When they added and designed Iron Fur, they also had Mark of Ursal in the Mark of Ursal or Ursoc in the game, the one where like you spend rage to reduce your magic damage taken. And so at that point, at least you could like, it felt like there was some little bit of a choice. It was a little more binary than other classes, because it's like if you're taking magic damage you get one, if you're taking physical damage you get the other. But then they took Mark of Ursal completely out of the game, and it's like it kind of left a hole behind that has never really been filled.
Range 5. Range 5.
IDK, if any of the skill in the game should be by itself contributing to like 20 to 40 APM by itself without having any interesting gameplay. Yeah, those are all fair points. I can't really argue with any of those.
Range 5.
Like you're like hitting the nail on the head on why a lot of people don't like playing Guardian after they've given it a decent amount of playtime.
Range 5.
Sorry to hijack. I'm seeing. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm always down to talk about tank-related stuff, good or bad.
Range 5. Range 5. Crowd control. Crowd control. Range 5.
I do love me some Brewmaster though.
Watch where.
Derek, I realized as it was happening that I kind of pulled the boss right out of your Sigil Flame. It looked like it might have still clipped him, but I'm sorry if it didn't. I usually pull the boss and then go back to the stairs so I can get aggro on the ads.
Watch where.
Which, I don't know if that's even necessary because they die so fast. More relevant to what you're doing right now, do you think Brew gained a lot of ground in the general meta from Dragonflight?
Target you.
Um,
Watch where.
so I will say, like, I think every tank gained a bit relative to seasons 3 and 4, just because, like, the power level of Vengeance has been reined in a bit. Seems like they got untouched from taking nerfs in the beta. Yeah, Monk came away looking pretty good compared to the other things, but I also think, like, I don't know how relevant the nerfs actually were. Like, they certainly looked big on paper, but like Blood DK looked like it got taken out behind the woodshed, right? And it's actually just completely fine and feels better than it has in a long time. The relevance, sustain, and tankiness seems much better. The sustain definitely doesn't feel as good. Like, Gift of the Ox Orbs feel like they do absolutely nothing. And Celestial Brew is a relatively small shield. Like, it used to be like, you get a shield for your entire health bar, and now it's like, not close to that. Although it's hard to kind of, it's hard to build up full stacks in heroic dungeons, because the incoming damage is not that big. You can't get that many stacks. But like, I hit it right here, and it's like, I didn't see how big it was, but it, like, it's not huge.
Crowd control.
That being said, Stagger is always really good and can cover for a lot of weaknesses. I think if you're in an organized group and you know and trust your healer and they understand how to heal a Brewmaster, like, it's really, really good. But if you're doing a lot of pugs, or like you're the best player in your group, then it may suffer a little bit. Because at the end of the day, it is the tank that's most reliant on your healer to survive already. I think it's really fun, though. Seems like Brew will be hard to assess until hierarchies. Yeah. So much of the damage healing throughput seems to be tied into getting beat out of them. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Crowd control.
It's like the more damage you're taking, the better Purify becomes, but also the more danger you're in once you run out of Purify. It'll be interesting to see how it deals with keys once we're actually in for the season.
Defensive.
Seems like Purify is looking realistically to be a 6-second CD. Yeah, it's pretty fast. Follow the new CDR tools. Yeah. The one thing I will say about Monk is I think the hero talents are both, like, relatively underwhelming. Now, a counterpoint to that I'll make immediately is that Monk has the most active abilities of any tank by a pretty decent margin, and I don't know that it needs an active hero talent tree to be cool.
Watch your step.
But I would like to see a little bit more out of Shadowpan in particular. And I don't think that's necessarily coming. I agree, Monk didn't need more complications. Yeah, so like that's definitely like
Defensive.
one thing to consider when looking at him. Do you think the trees could have more VFX or something? I mean, the flurry strikes look pretty sick when they go off. I just wish you had a little bit more control over when they did go off, but oh well. Let's go next. How's it going? No way, Jose. This is ridiculous, but I might drop the monk I leveled because it doesn't look cool while tanking. It's a unique vibe for sure. I'm gonna change mana for the first Thunderclap on Prow Warrior. Yeah, Prow Warrior is looking awesome right now. There's a reason, there's a multitude of reasons it's my favorite tank right now. But the visual appeal is certainly one of them. Ooh, sick. Alright, we'll trade this chest back to be DE'd. Hopefully this grabs Ikiru. Oh, okay, hold on. We got to get out of the instance group here. Vinny class should be okay with the passive talent tree. It seems like Monk is it. That's true. Yeah, Brewmaster has a lot going on already.
The lamplighters are stretched thin.
Did Ikiru not?
Settled inland's shadow.
Oh, there we go.
The darkness strikes out with threats not even our key flames can dispel.
There we go.
Aid us, outsider.
Let's see. I'm gonna go turn this in to grab the necklace real quick. Also, I need to equip this ring.
The Emperor rewards the faithful. We are all the Emperor's subjects.
And we can go ahead and queue up.
Take your leave. Empire is forever.
Alright, come on, give me the necklace.
You are an outsider, yes? Obey the testimony
There we go.
of the Czar.
560 already. Ah, City of Threads.
Ah, you've arrived. Our friend awaits you in the High Hollows.
Nice, you got it. Get our buff. And then we do big damn. Yeah, we we don't really need that, but that's kind of fun to have. Can I? Oh, I don't have a mount. Okay, I don't have a mount bound on that button. That's weird. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it through without pulling, but I just went for it. Did I take Clash in my talent build? I don't think I did, and I kind of regret it. Clash is like one of my all-time favorite buttons on Monk. You can do some really fun stuff with that button. Clash is bad now, apparently. It breaks on damage. They made the CD way longer. I mean, just like for repositioning things, right? Like you pull a pack that has multiple casters in it, and you can pull one of them into the middle of the group if you position just right. I didn't see what the CD was. It used to be like 30 seconds, right? 1 minute. I mean, you can kind of use it every other pack in a key. That's not too bad. Yeah, I look at it as kind of purely a positioning tool.
Shockwave.
If you hit a pack that has like multiple casters kind of spread out, you can like clash one of them, then ring a piece another in, kick another one.
Defensive.
It just opens up some like really not like important stuff, but really satisfying skill expression, I think.
Defensive.
Nulgar is really workable mid-pull like before.
Shockwave.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used it since Shadowlands,
Shockwave.
because it was just impossible to get in the talent trees throughout all of Dragonflight. I don't know what I would actually want to give up to get it though, because like everything here is really, really nice.
You'll need to blind them to meet the Vizier.
I would have to give it a little bit more thought. Alright. And now, to find a spy. So I think the first spy is always right here. I've never seen it anywhere else.
One of Onsuric's spies has fallen.
Oh, check it out. There's a delve right there. Take a break from our dungeon and go drop in and do a delve. It's kind of funny that it shows up on the minimap when you're inside the dungeon. Alright, down here.
What are you doing here?
Another spy has fallen. This cannot be.
I have a feeling this part of the dungeon is going to be the primary cause of a lot of missed timers and a lot of very, very angry players. Nothing like watching the timer tick down while you're just running around looking for an objective in the dungeon. Here we go.
What are you doing here? If this distressing trip continues, we will run out of spies.
Alright, one more. It's also so easy to just get like turned around in this area and like run around the same place a couple of times. This way?
Where were you assigned?
Alright, last spy found.
Much better. Come to me and I will help you as agreed.
Stuck in combat. Oh, okay. Something got pulled there. That's why. Alright, we need to go find Executor Nizrek. I'm pretty sure he's always in the same spot.
Her drive for innovation meshed well with Onsuric's thirst for ascension. Stay close and be quiet.
Okay, I need to update what currencies I'm tracking on my backpack too. Do that real quick here. Well, we've got some RP to get through. 145 Valor Stones.
First, your little pets will die. That will make you stink.
Defensive.
Hey, how's it going, Ace Tier? Tried the amazing wax farming in Hollowfall. I heard it got nerfed. I did not do it, no. Also, hello. Hello to you too. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Watch your step.
Oh, it hasn't been nerfed yet? It's printing money. Yeah, I'm not really hurting for gold.
Must I do everything?
I think for me, there's enough stuff that I want to do for gearing my characters and like getting professions and stuff ready for season start that I'm not gonna like try to abuse a gold farm, but also mats for professions. Maybe that would make it worth it then. But I have like I have a lot that I would like to get done. Oh, Shadow Chill Amos. I do not need shoulders. Every wax stone gives 1 to 4 wax plus various mats. Every 50 wax is a ruby, which gives you 60 mats from the vendor. Oh, that's kind of crazy. I'll tell you what, you guys go out and take advantage of that, and when the result is that the prices of materials crash on the auction house, I'll take advantage of that. I do like to farm a lot of my own materials too, but I don't know, I'm enjoying the dungeon grind and pre-bis farming for my characters, so I think I'm gonna keep on working on that. Thanks for the tips, though. If anyone wants to do some gold farming out there in chat, go check out the wax farm in Hollowfall. If there's I don't know if there's any like fishy stuff that goes along with that, so maybe be careful, but don't do anything that might get you banned. I'm not saying this will, like, I haven't looked into it, I haven't really participated in it, so. Waxnows just have a high spawn rate and a lot of places spawn. Okay, cool. How's it going, a Cantrell? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. How many 80s right now, and what's your favorite tank so far? Still Warrior. I have 6 level 80s. I got all the tanks up to level 80 during the early access, and Warrior is definitely still my favorite. Although I will say, at least throughout the leveling process, I did like most of them. The only one that I wasn't really vibing with too much was Demon Hunter. But I did that one second just because it had really good gear and it made the process pretty fast, and then got to stack the experience bonus a little bit faster for all my other characters. I love how Blizz nerf leveling right after early access. Yeah, that was certainly questionable timing. I haven't leveled another character since then, but I've heard the impact was like pretty minimal. I mean, like arcane mages were literally one-shotting bosses, doing like 10 million damage in a single ability, so that had to get changed. Could they have left it for another week so that everyone else got a chance to take advantage of it? Sure, but I don't think it's good gameplay, and like there's always the potential that's going to drive some people away from the game because they feel like they're not actually able to do anything. Then Druid, Arcane first, and now Paladin. Nice, nice. Warrior's probably next. Yeah, I think Warrior's in a fantastic spot. I love it. Highly recommend. It mainly nerfed questing. Oh, so they adjusted like all the mobs, not just stuff in the dungeons. I didn't really think about that. I mean, the questing was still really fast though, right? Like I went through the whole campaign on my warrior and it took like maybe 5 or 6 hours of actual playtime, which is way faster than the last several expansions. Mages don't auto-P, then hope they get brought to every dungeon and raid. It's not like they have great utility. Oh, that's good. Did you guys see, there was like a bunch of people who were doing like a build your own class type draft. It was on Max's stream a little while ago. And Growl was one of them, and he just made a mage, and it was like objectively the strongest class, even though people could like pick any ability they wanted from any class. So that was pretty humorous.
Stat.
What am I using crests on or saving for season to start? That's a great question. I am sending all of my weathered crests on just upgrading like higher priority slots. Those are like the equivalent of Whelpling crests from Dragonflight. I don't think you can really go wrong with those. Like even if you're upgrading like jewelry and cloak and bracers, I don't think you can do wrong with those. You can do a little bit of cheese with like making crafted items in some of those slots, and then you save like 15 crests on future upgrades. But I wouldn't go I wouldn't go that far, especially because like making the crafted stuff is actually really expensive. So I've been just sending those on upgrades. Like in my warrior, I upgraded my sword and shield all the way to 593. I did craft a couple of pieces on my warrior, but that was just because I could not get boots or gloves to drop. Ooh. I would love that ring. Haste is kind of icky, but it's got big burst and speed. I would... What I'm not doing right now is like the next level up of crests, which is... I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but like the equivalent of Drake's crests. I'm gonna hold those until I've at least like done a run of Mythic Zero dungeons, because those will be relevant for upgrading some other stuff. But I think even if you want to send those, like you're probably not gonna regret it too much in the long run. Yeah, I would say like it's definitely fine to upgrade weapons all the way and use your weathered crests on those. And then if you want to upgrade like helm and pants and... Well, you can get the helm and the helm, chest, and shoulders from Renown. So I would just do that, and then I'm leaving those at 584 for now. Even though you can technically send those all the way up to, I don't know, like 6 something because they're veteran track. Yeah, I think in the grand scheme of things, the currencies that you're getting right now, it's kind of hard to use them incorrectly. I guess the only thing that you don't want to do is like hold on to them for so long that you actually end up not using them because you didn't need them. But even then, if you get to that point, you can uptrade them. So like, even that isn't going to be like too wrong, you know? I do think it'll be nice to go into Season 1 with Valor Stones capped. Or at least close to the cap, right? You want to be able to like take in the ones that you get from doing your first run of like Mythic Zero dungeons. Or your first raid. So maybe go into the end of the season with like, I don't know, 1700 or so on your main. But at least in seasons 3 and 4 of Dragonflight, those were a little bit of a limit on how fast you could upgrade things relative to crests. So you may want to hold on to some of those, or at least refarm them. After the tertiary stat nerfs, it probably seems like speed will be the best. Speed was already the best. Speed was already the best tertiary. And I'm not going to let anyone tell me otherwise. I had a speed set for leveling my warrior, and when I stepped foot onto the Isle of Dorn, I had 155% movement speed. It was fantastic. It made me sad every time I leveled up and lost a little bit, though. But yeah, I'm a big speed enthusiast. Blackstorm also floods you with Valor Stones. Yeah, that makes sense. You get like what, 1 to 5 from every treasure that you open. Let's see. Speaking of speed, let's equip this ring while we're thinking about it. Yeah, plus 10 for every wax turn. Oh, that's actually a lot.
Defensive.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, what I'm prioritizing is just like getting the adventure track gear on all my tanks. And then I'd like to get it upgraded to 580 on all of them as well. Probably upgrade weapons to whatever the max is. And in doing that, I've been, like, in just farming the gear from dungeons, I've been getting into Valor Stones to do most of what I want to do. And then after I do that, like, I want to at least do that on 4 tanks. I may just do it on all 6 because it's actually a pretty fast process. And then I also want to farm a full honor set on my warrior because I do want to do some PvP this season. I think the 1800 set for warrior is sick, and I really, really want to get it. Speed is one of those things that has always been undervalued because sim lords don't see their sims get bigger with it. That's definitely true. It doesn't add DPS or, but like I'll give you a real example. Try tanking Tendril on heroic or mythic. On heroic or mythic. I didn't do it on mythic, but I imagine it's even more valuable there. But try tanking Tendril on heroic with a 0% speed set versus even just like 15%. And just the difference that it makes being able to get to the mushrooms on time, not having to like panic, like you're just there whenever you need to be there to soak those. And then you can get like several more of the little mushrooms when you have to like soak all the bombs and everything. Like, speed is hugely undervalued. by the community in general, I think. It's got my mounted mining thing like Grat Soul. That's huge. Yeah, I this morning I spent some time on my warrior going around grabbing all of the like open world profession treasures. And I found that I had got that what in the process of leveling I had gotten all but one of them for mining. And that made me very sad because I was thinking like, oh, I can probably get like a free like 12 to 15 knowledge and I only got 3. That made me pretty sad. It does add DPS, but it's not something the robot can quantify, so the class discords re-add it. Yeah. Class discords can be useful, but I would take everything they say with a grain of salt because a lot of them do just like follow the Sims without any thought given to the issue. Bench Podcast talked about that issue in Shadowlands. A bunch of classes got carried by Night Fae. Polymorph speed boost, but switch to another Covenant person marginal DPS gain. Yeah, I remember that very much. Also, shout out to the Bench Podcast. Really, really good WoW podcast.
Run out.
I really think they're in the armpits of the community. TBH. They can be. Some of them more than others. I won't name and shame anybody, but actually getting an answer to a question in class Discord is possible. Yeah. I will say this. They often have good collections of information if you search through like what some of the theory crafters have said and look at the pens that they have. But they're also just like completely infected with like let's just say that they have a lot of unhelpful people in them as well. I trust the bench for when Growl calls casuals mole people. That is a pretty funny bit. Probably half my time asking anything just ends up getting referred to Simit. Even when asking things like, how does this class mechanic work? Yeah, that's a shocking lack of critical thinking on display there. I think they're probably much better for DBS classes, to be fair. Yeah, some of them definitely are. I remember going into one of the class discords for tanking and like someone asked a question about the cheat death trinket from Dawn of the Infinite, and their response was, you don't need a cheat death trinket, just play better. Like, that was literally what this person was told. It's like, okay. Yeah, just play perfect. That's it. Problem I have with class discords, Sims, everything's ran at 5 minutes and 75% of the fights are under 3 minutes. That's a great point, too. Like, if you actually want good data from Sims, you need to, like, evaluate them against what your guild's kill times actually are. DPS is way more of a solvable role with the best answer. That's true. Let me guess. Lots of DPS, don't use the cheat trinket. Use the no Sam cloak because the Sim's higher. Yep, definitely saw some of that. Cursed, extremely cursed. Alright, boss time. I don't know if we're gonna get to see the mechanic on this boss, but I might try something if we do. I might just try something here for science.
Watch your step. Move to
Okay, so I'm gonna take this one, and no one else grabbed one. Okay,
Spell.
let me see. Okay, it does work. Okay, so here's another tip that you may or may not ever want to use on your friends in this dungeon in particular difficulties. But things like Blessing of Freedom, or in this case Tiger's Lust, can be used to prematurely free someone from their root on this fight. I know you can also send like a single target stun their direction, but you know, if you want to see your friends get a repair bill, that's a way that you could accomplish that. Do with that information what you guys will. Any standout tank trinkets you've seen so far? And honestly, just been going for Stat 6 and my Alchemy Stone. Yeah, I think the tank specific trinkets this season are very, very mid. I would probably opt for Stat 6 or maybe even some damage trinkets, even though they do less damage for tanks now. Thorgenic Chaotic Evil Dungeon Tip. I've had several of those. They apparently tuned up the trinkets recently. Yeah, they did. I didn't look at like what the specifics were, but like just the way the tank specific ones work were kind of underwhelming to me. Like there's the one from Stone Vault that like when you taunt you get an ignore pain, which my co-tank absolutely hates the idea of that trinket. I'm less down on it than he is, but I think it has like the amount of absorb that it gives you is pretty low, and tying it to your taunt is like, I don't think it's really good, right? Because a lot of the times you need to use your taunt for other situations where you might not need a shield, right? Like if I want to taunt this guy over here who's attacking my healer, like I don't necessarily need a shield when I'm doing that. And you know, you're eventually just gonna have it go off on like every taunt swap, but when you're doing a taunt swap, like that's usually not when you need the shield. You need the shield like when you're tanking the boss before the other tank taunts. And so do you want to like preemptively taunt to active, like it's just, I don't know. I think that trinket would be a lot better if it was just a non-use. And then it probably needs a bit of a tuning buff to be powerful, but I'll probably just end up running Stat 6.
Watch your step.
I think only the haste tanks will have more interesting choices. Yeah, there's some good haste trinkets. There's one that gives like mastery on proc, but I'm not sure. I don't remember off the top of my head if that's in this season's dungeon pool. I think it is.
Watch your step.
Some of the raid trinkets are pretty nice. But like if you're not a mythic raider, then obviously you can only get so much value out of those. Especially with the item level changes and like myth track gear being way, way higher than it has been in the past. Honestly, Alchemy Stone is looking pretty great for tanks. Verse plus main stat plus healing pot bonuses money. Alchemy Stone is always a solid choice. It's never like the best, but yeah, having just like versatility and then the uptime on the primary stat buff from it is usually very high. Coming this way. Good, good, good.
Spread. Watch your step.
I wonder if the meta for this is going to be like pull the mini boss into the next like half mini boss. I don't even know how to describe all these mobs. We don't have to worry about this for season 1, but like when Shaymail or Shane Mail comes running down, like do you go ahead and pull the next mini boss with it? Just keep things going quickly. Seems like there could be some value in doing that. I think with my gear level, we want to do 2 of these.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Tainer, the intruders defile the altar of the sacred flame! I see their coming. They seek to ours is the true path for the Arathi!
Defensive. Defensive. Watch your step.
Yeah, it might be interesting to do a video looking at the different trinkets that'll be available. I think I saw one at some point during the beta, maybe from Tactics,
Defensive.
but I don't know. For me, sometimes making a video about something is like good incentive to actually think things through and like do research on it.
Defensive.
Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Yeah, next up is the Prot Warrior Guide, and then after that I'm going to be working on dungeon guides for the Season 1 dungeons. I've got those like kind of roughly outlined and organized, so those
Defensive.
hopefully will be relatively quick to finish. Ice Poseidon, I'm doing well tonight. How are you doing? Thanks for hanging out and coming by. Is this live? This is live.
Defensive.
This is War Within. We're in like the preseason part. Research is hard, just get feelings. How does the ignore pain trinket make me feel? It makes me want to ignore my pain. How about that? Okay, sometimes people do pre-recorded streams. That's what. Oh, I got you. I got you. I do leave my stream VODs up on my YouTube channel, but yeah, I don't pre-record my streams. We do everything live. But if you catch one that's like old, it just means it was like the previous day or something. But yeah, I like to do live. I like to interact with my chat and just talk about WoW and tanking and whatever else comes up. Well, almost whatever else comes up. Got to keep things at least PG-13 here. But anyway, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day, good night so far.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Intro.
Automatic Jack did a beta review of the healer trinkets, and they were mid. Yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon for like Season 1 stuff to be kind of just like okay. I mean, there were some banger trinkets in Season 1 of Dragonflight, right? Like those when you had Grief Torch, Whispering Incarnate Icon, Storm Eater's Boon. Like there's some really, really good trinkets then. There's not really anything that stands out on that level. But I would say like historically it's not uncommon for Season 1 trinkets to be kind of like okay. And then it makes it a little bit easier for them to ratchet it up in future seasons. I miss Virax. I think I still have it in my bag. I love this trinket. I had it on all my tanks. At least all my tanks that actually played in Season 4. Yeah, that trinket was sick.
serve their purpose.
Baron, demonstrate your worth.
Those who oppose the Emperor will fall at our
Fabio buddies are here. I don't know what that means. You guys like know each other from another stream or something? From the Dreckle Discord? Cool.
Watch your step.
Hope you're doing well, Katie. Oh, someone just posted my stream there. Cool. Fabio Dreckle sent me. I don't know who that is, but thank you guys for jumping in to hang out. Shadowlands is Legacy now. Just did Shadowland Raid for Moggs and play. Nice. Hi, John. Well, I can't say yes to that, but welcome to the stream. Leader Fabio Dreckle should be here soon. I don't know what any of that means. Burger Planet sent me. Can I shout you out? Sure. Shout out to Burger Planet. I don't know what that means. He's a YouTube streamer. Am I the guy who killed you? No, definitely not.
The Emperor's will.
Watch your feet. Interrupt.
Is madness.
Let's try and keep things from getting too wild over there, YouTube chat.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Belladar is the crucible.
I look like Randy Quaid. I've never heard that before.
Light reveals the strength we Iraqi lack. Army of
Watch your feet.
the Iraqi will defeat the Nerubians, conquer
Watch your feet.
Kazagar, and subjugate the world.
No, such heresy. They defile the sacred flame by animating the dead. They are no better than the Conis.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Okay, we're gonna have to start banning some people here on YouTube, I think. Apologies, YouTube chat. We're getting flooded with some trolls, it looks like. Alright, we're going to be reporting and banning some people here. So, please bear with me.
Foolish outsiders. Beladar's sacred flame will simply raise him back to duty.
Yeah, I'm working on moderating here. I've never had trolls like this before, so apologize. Made it big, apparently. Alright, I apologize, guys. We've got some major trolls in chat here. Trying to clean things up. Alright, YouTube, I'm gonna have to turn off the chat, so we're just gonna get rid of all this nonsense. Sorry for the people who are actually here in good faith talking to me. Hey, Fabio Dracul, thank you for the heads up there. Yeah, just disabled chat on YouTube for the stream here, so appreciate the heads up. Fabio, thank you for the follow.
Sacred flame will cleanse your transgression.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Be purified.
AOE incoming.
Brothers and sisters, hearken to the flame.
Watch your step.
Be purified.
Watch your step.
Sacred flame.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Sacred flame. The Empire will see you burn.
It is done. These zealots no longer
Alright, we're gonna put up a little
towards destruction.
text box for my YouTube friends here. Actual friends, not the trolls. Okay, we need to lower the size of this. That is tiny. We'll go a lot bigger than that. Okay. We'll just leave it in the top there, I guess. Alright, so my friends on YouTube, sorry I won't be able to chat anymore. You know, you can't help when people are being hateful, but I don't want that to be any part of our community here, so we'll be dealing with that as quick as we can if it ever comes up again. Have you ever tried Coke Spiced? I accidentally bought Coke Spiced one time and I did not care for it. Coke Zero though, I'm a big Coke Zero enjoyer. All right. Coke Spice Zero is whiskey is my go-to. Nice.
The lamplighters are stretched thin. For the Arathi to survive, we must settle in lands shattered from that the darkness strikes out with threats not even our key flames can dispel. Outsider, be our beacon in the darkness.
We'll keep going on gearing up the monk here. Let's see. I got a helm, so that'll be an upgrade. I've got so much vendor trash in my bags too.
So here we are. High Speaker Irish. Or is it just Irish now? He's fled from the Hall of Awakening into the
Shockwave.
Stone. He's probably running like a frightened mouse. Sneaking, cowering, timorous beastie.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Shockwave. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Well, thank you everyone for hanging out and for bearing with me while we had to
Shockwave.
take care of things there. Really appreciate you guys for sticking around, hanging out.
What's this? Is that Gollum fused with some
We're just gonna
earth and
keep chatting on positive things, World of Warcraft, and keep gearing up the monk.
Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step. Watch your step. Defensive.
Looks like the main door is locked. Either one of these paths through this console.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch all.
Can't tell because I don't have any tier ground, but I'm loving the spot Fury's in at the moment. Yeah, Fury feels really good. I've been playing it in like world content and a little bit of PvP.
Watch your step.
And just like looking at the numbers that it does when I see other people playing it, I think it's looking pretty good. I absolutely love that Bladestorm is back for Fury, and just the damage that you chunk out while you're spinning feels really good.
Watch your.
Alright, we got that guy.
machine speakers in the stone vault. Fanatically loyal, no doubt.
Intruders detected. Defense protocols activated.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Countermeasures on.
Watch your... Run to edge of room. Defensive. Watch your... Defensive. Watch your step.
If you couldn't tell on that boss, you want to kill them both at the same time, among
Might as well use it, unless you'd rather walk.
among other mechanics going on.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Windwalker is feeling decently smooth. Could use some more utility though. Mystic Touch is meh. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? Because there are almost no classes that deal entirely physical damage. It's like Arms and Fury Warrior, basically. And even then, like, some of the time they're...
AOE incoming.
At least, like, for Fury, if you play Mountain Thane, you're doing some... Well, I guess Storm Strike damage would probably still benefit from it.
Watch your step.
But other than that, like, Rogues deal a lot of nature damage through poisons. So, like, you're that 5% isn't really even a 5% DPS increase for most melees,
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
which is part of why they nerfed Chaos Brand.
AOE incoming.
Monk does bring some unique utility. Like, you can do some really cool stuff with Ring of Peace, but
Defensive.
like Leg Sweep is a good
Target change.
AoE stun.
Watch your step.
Touch of Death can be insane, but that's just like, that's not really utility.
Defensive.
You don't have like a group defensive or anything.
Target
So.
change. Watch your step.
Look for a service tunnel nearby. You should be able to take a minecart back to central processing. feels like beyond saving. That seems like poetic justice, but let's finish this.
Yeah, Windwalker is usually one of those DPS that's only really brought to higher end keys when it's just doing insane damage.
Attack totem. Attack
We made this mistake last time of pulling all this stuff.
attack totem.
Yeah. Gotta learn from our mistakes.
Attack totem. Attack totem. Attack totem. Attack totem. Attack totem.
Attack totem, attack totem, attack totem, attack totem. I do not think this is going to be a pull that you want to double up on fortified keys. Meaning any 10 or higher.
Attack totem. Shockwave. Spread. Shockwave. Spread.
My DPS run the pulls out. Well, this is the advantage of running with a guild group, right? They're actually willing to pay attention.
Shockwave.
Do what you're supposed to do.
Spread.
I've definitely seen pugs stacking them on the boss, and to be honest, I've been guilty of that a few times. Shoulders. Unfortunate. Let's see, how's everything going here so far? We need a cloak and bracers.
This is what justice feels like. I can't wait to write about your
And then belt, pants, boots. Trinkets would be great, but not going to stress too much about those. Darkwind cards are serviceable. Well, thanks everyone for continuing to stick around and hang out. Coke Zero time, nice. Right on, McCreel. Yeah, I gotta... I have some, like, auto-moderation set up for Twitch, and, like, I have a couple of people modded that I trust. Gotta figure out something on the YouTube side there. Kinda wild that happened. Ace tier, I think we're the dad joke redemption. Alright. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He just needed a little space. Can you have mods on YouTube? Oh, we got another one from Adrian, thank you. Oh, we had that one the other day. So let's go to the next card here. What's the difference between a good joke and a bad joke? Timing. Can you have mods on YouTube? I think so, but I haven't looked into it yet because, like, it hasn't been a problem, and honestly, my stream has been getting bigger than I thought it would, faster than I thought it would, so... Didn't think something like this situation would happen, but, you know, I'll look into that, after stream tonight, before the next stream for sure. That was an Alien Romulus, the astronaut one. Nice. Alien Romulus was actually pretty good. I didn't actually see that movie.
Defensive. Charging. Move.
Ooh, we got a monstrous egg. So much wax on the ground.
AOE incoming.
Hmm. I guess you're supposed to do something to activate one of those, so you don't just get one shot by it. Kite the fire out of the candles. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was in a group the other day where like one of those zones was safe, and I had no idea what they did. That's good to know, though. Probably will forget that before Season 2 rolls around. Hopefully in PTR we'll have a chance to learn all the mechanics in here.
This is it. Court of Candle King. Teach him a lesson.
Mistimed my Zen meditation a little bit there.
No more Candle King. We can be free. But first,
2 items from that boss.
darkness cannot be timed to flee. Flee to freedom. We can use Big Candle Cock to escape.
This is gonna be a stage of the dungeon in Mythic Plus. Toss in the dynamite.
Quick, grab some dynamite for me. Oh, my head.
Oops, wrong way. Into the darkness we go.
Darkness descends.
Shockwave. Shockwave. Shockwave.
I'll probably need to move that. Oh, that did a lot of damage to the candle. Alright, we got the boss down though. Ooh, would you look at that? We got pants.
Candle, then curse darkness.
Oh, we got a cloak too. Thank you, McCrill.
Scary in there, but we must go.
Couple nice upgrades there. Monk is really starting to come along here.
But the darkness always returns.
People were leaving the instance group, looks like. I don't know if people gotta go to bed or anything.
The lamplighters are stretched thin. For the Arathi to survive, we must settle in lands shadowed from the darkness strikes out with threats not even our key flames can dispel. Aid us, outsider. Be our beacon in the darkness.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the like open world grinds on my monk and druid out here, but I would like at least like to get all the heroic dungeons taken care of. Alright, well I'm down to keep going, even if it's just a couple of us. Oh. Coke Zero time. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hearth and upgrade a couple items here. Getting one more guildie back in. Oh. Oh no. My monk's hearthstone is still in Beldraken. It's tragic. Let's go with that for the weapons for now. We'll have to go set our hearthstone before we do anything else. See, I'm pretty sure it's downstairs for Dornagal. We can maybe grab some currency here. I think some of these are repeatable, right? Like the crest stuff. Valor stones. Yeah, we can do this on any character. Every character, rather. Let's see. Ooh, I should grab the dungeon weekly over here too, in case we get Stone Vault. We did not get Stone Vault. That's okay.
The expedition built the Priory as a place to contemplate the mysteries of Belladar. The guard sought to kill you. Captain Dale Cry is protecting something. Each of his lieutenants bolsters his tactics. Draw them away and defeat them.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Oh. Actually walked into that one. Just grabbed him before he's gonna aggro the next pack up there. Hey, Bad Wolf. Doing pretty well. How are you doing? You missed the drama earlier. We had a group of trolls raid the YouTube chat, so we had to disable that, unfortunately. But other than that, it's been a pretty good stream so far. Yeah, it was wild. There was quite a bit of hate getting slung around, but tried to handle as best I could. Yeah. I don't understand the mindset of like, hey, let's go online and just like try to ruin a bunch of people's nights, you know?
Watch your step. Watch your step.
It's nothing new. I mean, people behave like that in real life, so of course more people are going to do it on the internet when they're anonymous.
Watch your step.
Yeah, we're out here getting up the monk tonight. But, I'm almost on level 570 now. I haven't sent any of my upgrades yet from Valor Stones we've been getting from dungeons tonight, so probably do that after this run. At least upgrade this weapon, this main hand weapon that I got. Unless I get a two-hander, but I don't know where those drop exactly. Runes of Fluoresce, like you're like we're just here to have some fun. Yeah, exactly. Trying to have some fun, have a good time. Everyone's a keyboard warrior. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I forgot how to get some like Twitch makes it very easy to like set up auto moderators and filter out all that crap.
Watch your step.
YouTube is not quite as friendly on that side of things.
Interrupt.
But I'm gonna do some research and see what I can do
LE incoming.
after chat or after stream tonight.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Don't look at you down. I always tell my friends, you're always gonna have a hater. It means you're on the right track. Yeah, that's true. You know, if I wasn't doing things right, then like no one would bother doing stuff like that. So yeah, I'm trying to not let it affect me too much. Stay positive. I'm still having fun playing WoW with my friends here, so that's always good. The one thing I am bummed about is that there was actually some interesting conversation happening on the YouTube side of things, and it was an unfortunate casualty of other people's actions, but we'll get back to it at some point.
Watch your feet.
They belong to that old fool's sister Blaze. Destroy these outsiders.
Interrupt.
Oh yeah, hadn't had. No worries. Yeah, that was I'm I'm trying to stay positive. Still having fun playing the game with my friends here, so just gotta always look on the bright side of life, you know?
To the Empire has passed. Soon, the true faithful will arise, and the Arathi will be mighty.
Watch your step. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
oppose the Emperor will fall at our feet. By the Emperor's will!
Watch your step.
Holy hammer! Flames wrath heal me, shielded by flames light.
Watch your step.
Guide my hammer!
I already got this helm earlier.
Murpray has warped the Priory from a place of contemplation to an uprising. Why?
Hey, thank you for the tier 1 sub, Bad Wolf.
Always preached
Really appreciate it.
of the Emperor's will, but to turn against us is
No more sticking ads. Yeah, I try to have it set up so that like at least pre-rolls don't get run, but that does mean that there are a small amount of ads per hour. Yeah, thank you for the tier 1. Really appreciate it. Now you can enjoy ad-free viewing. Always happens in the middle of typing too, and then I'm like, oh, where did I leave off? Yeah, I hear that.
Veladar is the crucible. It burns away weakness. Its blinding light reveals the strength. We Arathi lack an army of the risen. The Arathi will defeat the Nerubians, conquer Khazalgar, and subjugate the world.
Oh, that was a useful ring of peace.
such heresy. They defile the sacred
Just touch of death that mage.
dead. They are no better than the Covis.
Watch your feet. Interrupt. Watch your feet.
No Arathi leaves the Emperor's service, even in death.
I'm having a hard time holding thread out of the shaman. Just casually doing like a million DPS on a little 4-pack without popping CDs.
Watch your step. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Interrupt.
Yeah.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
The Empire will.
We got a chest and a soul sigil there.
All who take comfort in the light of the sacred flame, thank you.
I'm gonna leave Vincent's group so I can upgrade a few things here.
united in purpose.
I will do my duty.
Alright, let's... You know what? I'm gonna send this weapon all the way up. Just do it.
Be bold. Be true.
Get a bunch of free Valor Stones from this guy anyway.
Skies and strong winds.
Full send it? Yeah. Let's go.
We have slept long enough. In unity, find strength. It is a world of wonders.
Get a nice bunch of Valor Stones for that too. Let's see. So I don't want to do helm, chest, or shoulders because I could replace those with 584s if I want to. This is only Explorer track, so I don't want to upgrade it yet. So we go gloves. It's a pretty easy upgrade, and then we'll send these pants as well. No, I hit it too early. Pants to 4 of 8. And then we'll just go ahead and send these rings too. Rings are super cheap to upgrade. And we'll do necklace too. And I think we might have enough to do the cloak to... Yep, sweet. Debating leveling something else. I'm all capped on my lock and DH. Yeah, this is a good time to get some characters up if you want to do that. Carthage always amusing seeing DPS with the survival instincts of a marshmallow. Went to priority 2 DPS, got to the top of the stairs, the final boss, and stopped right at the top. I got wrecked because I couldn't get aggro immediately. Yeah, I got room for Destro Lock if you're Horde on North America. Unfortunately, we can't do these cross-realm, or cross-faction. But if you're a Horde character, I can take you. What's your character name?
I have many wares.
Let's see. Let's see what I can safely vendor here. That's Warbound. Alliance. Ah, okay. All my friends are Horde. I've been walking into dungeons with them. No worries, we can link up when we start the fun stuff. Yeah, for sure. We'd love to do that. Let's see. Go ahead and queue up.
Good fortune to
Oh, wait, no, I want to keep vendoring stuff. Ah, Dawnbreaker. Next week with Mythic... Wait, is Mythic 0 opening next week? I thought that was on Season 1. I haven't looked at Wowhead since, like, mid-afternoon, so I don't know if there's been stuff that was announced. Oh, you mean September 10th, yeah.
The decimation of our armor with its complement of cannons. It can... Wait. Who are those intruders?
Yeah, we're still technically on week 1 of the expansion, even though many of us have been playing it for more than a full week now. It should be like 11 days before Mythic 0 opens. It's already so excited for the reset, yeah. I think I played it for about 3 weeks now. I mean, yeah, with beta, I mean, I've been playing it for like several months now, but I don't know, this is always a fun phase of the expansion to me when we like are able to get in, and it's like you run lots of content, you're finding upgrades everywhere. Like every little thing you do is relevant, even if it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things in the long run. This is a super fun time of the expansion to me. We still got
Be careful, Rubians! They've webbed the Dawnbreaker. Defeat them to break it free. They've got us surrounded. You'll need to use
Let's see, are we gonna fall through the world here again? Not this time. Do you even bother with killing the lieutenants for second boss here, or just YOLO it? On heroic? Mythic, definitely. Yeah, Mythic you would 100% want to kill them. I've done it with one of them left up before. I haven't tried it with all three, but I don't know if I want to give that a shot with a couple of pugs in the group.
only one more
Maybe I'll just ask them before we do it.
chance again.
We can do it for science.
We have learned to embrace the dark.
I'm trying to dial in my pulse a little more for when Mythic Plus comes out.
Let it embrace the
That's, yeah, it's like, do you dial it in and like get used to the pace you'll be going at Mythic Plus, or do you just like recklessly pull for efficiency? It's the struggle. It's hard when you have impatient DPS pulling the entire room, that's for sure.
Watch your step.
be unending.
Come on, come on, come on.
Defensive. Run.
Shall be shadow. She's lost control of her magic. Get out of there.
Defensive.
DPS, psh, I'm the impatient tank that pulls entire Wings of Dungeons. I mean, that's kind of where I've been living too, especially on my warrior right now. Got all the gear.
Run.
Getting mounts and fishing while I wait. That's a really good use of your time, Soul. Like this is a good time to do that kind of content. Definitely don't need to be gearing up a bunch of characters or doing any of that kind of stuff. I just find it enjoyable. Made 200k from fishing. Nice. Nice.
We fought to retake our flagship. The Order of Night has ravaged Merrill.
Shockwave.
Let's see what these guys want to do.
Watch your step.
You guys want to try YOLO boss?
Down here, champion. The cultists have overrun us.
Shockwave.
Find and defeat them, or we will have
Oh, we got everything pulled. That
full strength.
what? Someone must have landed like over there and just run over in. Nice.
Watch your step.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at. Right, I want to level up 2 more because I'm gonna be all over the place. Yeah, I have in the past usually been like a 2 or 3 character player, at least at the start of seasons, but decided to go a little more aggressive this time. See if I can play all the tanks to some level, and 4 of them to like a pretty decent level. Wait a second, if you buy the 584s, you can upgrade any gear for just Valor Stones. You mean the 584 from like the rep vendors?
They tried to defile our faith. Instead, you have weakened their command.
Alright, we're gonna YOLO the boss with the 2 of the ads up here. Let's see, where is the boss? Down. Down here. Alright, we'll let the boss come to us.
In the inn is a foothold, and a lieutenant leads them.
Alright, let's see what happens. Doing it for science. 100% health, 60% damage done. That should be survivable, right?
Run.
Any gear of that slot. Yeah, you can definitely do any gear of that slot for just Valor Stones. That's how it worked in Dragonflight 2. With Flight Stones back then, obviously. You can upgrade for just Valor Stones up to the highest piece of gear you have for a slot. Yeah, once you have something higher in that slot, you no longer need the crest for it. That's how you eventually like graduate out of needing certain types of crests. Didn't waste my currency. Yeah, it's hard to waste currency at this point. Like any use of it, or even holding on to it, I feel like you're gonna get value in the long run. The two things I'm not doing right now, I'm not spending my, I think they're carved crests, like the normal rate equivalent for crests. I'm not sending those just yet. I'm probably gonna wait for Mythic Zeros to see what I get from there. At least my like first sweep of Mythic Zeros. And then I'm not sending my Spark yet on my warrior. I think what I'm gonna do for my warrior is just go ahead and build a shield, or craft a shield. I went full shield spec for blacksmithing. So I think I'm gonna do that, but there's also like not really a rush on that. Or healer left the dungeon. Yeah, there's no rush on that because I already have a 593 shield. The highest I can craft it to right now is like 599. So I'll wait until we have like access to some kind of crest upgrade, or I have enough skill to make it 606 or 603 or whatever. Oh, you mean the resonance crystals? Yeah. Trying to gear 3 characters with all 3 of those 584s is a rough grind. It can be for sure. I haven't finished it on my DK yet, although I think I'm getting close. You saved your spark. Yeah, I think that's a wise decision right now, because for most classes, like, you're probably going to want to craft in a slot where, like, you're not going to get a tier piece, and also you, like, are having a hard time getting an upgrade. Oh, we're just doing this no healer. I didn't even realize that. Oops. Well. Oh, Mr. Mage, let's not do that, please. I guess we have 2 Ret Paladins, so we should be fairly cozy here. M0's being daily lockouts is gonna be nice. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, if you didn't know, Mythic Zero dungeons are daily lockouts once the season opens up. No, you're going the wrong way! You know, usually the no healer meta means you're bringing another DPS, but we're just four playering this boss. Realize I'm close enough to capping my PTO, so I'm actually taking the 10th off so I can DJ and run mythics. Nice. Yeah, I'm also taking the 10th off. I don't know how much streaming I'll be doing on that day. It's going to depend on, like, what our kid schedule looks like. I'll definitely stream at night. But, well, this mage is kind of trolling. Oh, we got a healer, but we're going to kill the last boss without him. Feels kind of bad. Yeah, I'm also taking, like, the whole week off of the 17th. Well, Tuesday through Friday. I'm gonna run a ton of keys that week.
Order of Knight and Archcap.
Double helm. Solid.
That creature of theirs has fled back to their queen. No doubt with tales of your fearsome heroism.
Oh, that feels really bad. This guy's dungeon queue is on cooldown now too. I'll be back at work working 7 to 12, so I'll have time to DJ, and also nice. Also have weddings to work on the weekends, so all my grinding has to be during the week.
Many deals for a friend of the ground.
Yeah, most of my playtime, at least during the day, is going to be during the week, because we got kids at home. I can't just ignore them and play video games all day. And I wouldn't want to. They're awesome. I love them so much. Let's see. I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't really want to upgrade anything else that I have at this point. Waiting for more drops. I suppose on the monk, maybe I just want to upgrade this stuff to 580, and then like, I don't know if we'll bother with the radiant crystal grind. Brother, as soon as he says the same thing, and I'm like, but you can get on. But can you get on? Yeah, my older kids are getting to the point where like they're kind of interested in the game, at least in watching me play it. So sometimes I'll let them look over my shoulder while I play, but I don't want it to be like you know, extended gaming session and then they're just like zoning in on a screen forever. And then I also have a 2-year-old who just like doesn't understand, could not care less about video games. Cinder Brew Meadery. Wait, what happened here?
What path brought you here?
I guess they did the first boss and then everybody left. Is there an item from the first boss that people are trying to farm?
Run out. Charging. Move.
I mean, there must be if the entire group left and the warrior just got left here alone.
Charging. Move. Charging. Move.
Let's pull some more into this pack.
Oh no, my stills! They bypassed the filters! It's running too hot. The meat will
Charging.
be
Move.
substandard.
Yeah, but there'll be more of it. More meat, more money. That's good business.
That's good business.
It was my personal directive, my passion. She's ruining everything.
Watch your step.
And ring of peace.
Knocking back. ALE incoming.
That meat elemental took months of R&D. You goody goodies don't know.
Learn the hard way not to A-bomb them IPA. You don't want to have to chew through like double the health because of the shield it gets? Oh, let me grip him in. And boss is 75% shield. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, I didn't grip things in, but I definitely let the ads like come into the boss the first time I did this place. And it's like, oh, you're not supposed to do that at all. Come on.
My bees! You put them in cages? They should be free. Get
Oh,
like pollen in the forest.
don't want to get stunned.
We had to lock up your bees. Letting them be free range was too much labor. And their anger and frustration just makes their honey spicier. Right,
I think Cinder Root Mythic is going to be a nightmare to heal. Feels like every mob does random charges or there's a lot of stuff like that, yeah. At least some of it you can aim, right? So theoretically with coordination at least you won't just be slapping everyone all the time. Of course in practice it's kind of predictable how it's going to look, especially for pugs. Oh my gosh, I cannot hold aggro and everything here. Ah, got too aggressive on that pull. Gonna take some time for the noobs to weed themselves out. It's a really cool dungeon though. I like the design and theme a lot. I gotta stop being so trigger happy on releasing.
Time to bust out my bees. The best for my bees. Hot honey coming at ya.
Spread. Pushback
Those
incoming.
wings, darling.
Spread. Watch your feet. Spread. Push back in.
Alright, I'm just gonna pull these because these get pulled every single time in my experience. That is such a fun weapon model. Just a beehive on a stick. I might be able to get 4 at once here.
Knocking back.
3, not bad, not bad.
Knocking back. Special coming. Watch well.
You can dodge lava, you can dodge a ball. 85-year tenure ring. Closer in the quest in. Yeah, let's keep going.
But because of you, I can hire back my workers and get back in business. Thanks again.
Back to the priory.
The expedition built the priory as a place to contemplate the mysteries of Belladar. But of late, the devotees have become secretive, hostile. The god sought to kill you. Captain Dale Cry is protecting something. Each of his lieutenants bolsters his tactics. Draw
Watch
them
your
away
step.
and defeat them.
Need to kite a little bit.
Watch your step.
Yeah, even at this level, Monk feels a decent bit squishier than DK and like way squishier than Warrior. Not that you can't survive on it, but like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of these pulls are doing my warrior without breaking a sweat, and my monk is like actually pretty close to dying.
Watch your step.
My warrior can like straight up pull everything, including the mini boss, and that would be a bad idea on this character.
Shame, ma'am. Your training grounds fall to the intruders.
Spread. Watch your step. Spread. Watch your step. Spread.
So what level keys you normally push during the season? I go as high as the rewards go and like try to get all the portals. There have been a few times where I pushed a little bit beyond that, but I usually... Well, this may have been a mistake. I just got wrecked first pull.
Defensive.
I usually stop like shortly after that. I think the highest that I pushed before the like realignment of key levels was like 22s and 23s. And then
Defensive.
like last season I did some
Defensive.
well, yeah, like last season, during the season, I did some like 11s and 12s on my warrior, and then after the season, I did some 13s just because it was like super, super easy in the postseason after the pre-patch. I'm not opposed to pushing higher. It's just I would want to do it with like a consistent group, and you know, I haven't had a consistent group that's where like everyone buys in is interested in pushing up together, and I don't want to like drag people into that level if they're not kind of like all in on it, because I feel like that's just setting up people for a lot of frustration and failure.
Force him to turn against Hamilton.
But if I could find a consistent group to push with, I would love to do so.
Watch your feet.
I'm probably too old to be like a consistent title range player, but I would definitely be interested in seeing what I could do. Feel that mostly I rely on pugs, which isn't always horrible, but it also is pugs. Yeah, like I find most of the time, if you're careful with like who you invite to the group and you pay attention to make sure that they've got some decent level of experience, like pugs are generally you can be pretty successful most of the time. But then every now and then you get a group that's just like keyboard like face rolling, just can't seem to not stand anything. You'll have like a random like hunter doing healer DPS, or you'll find a healer who's like 3200, but then like they're on a new class and they can't heal through like basic boss mechanics.
Watch your step.
So
Watch your feet.
yeah, sometimes pugs can be rough. Gold 6 packages push 3k, normally sit around 2500 ish, but also super content with just hitting 2k. Right on. I think the highest I pushed is like 29 something, and that was in, I think, in season 3 on my DK. But I got every portal in Dragonflight. Every portal from all four, well, 3 seasons, I guess, because we already had the portal for season 4. Happy once I get the mount. I mean, yeah, the mount is like a really good goal. I think that's where most people who go beyond like just a level 2 end up stopping.
Watch your step.
I like to at least go for like myth track gear, because I just think it's fun gearing up my character. This is the third time we've got this helm tonight. Sag.
Murphy has walked the priory from a place of contemplation to an uprising. Why? She has always preached of the strength of the Emperor's will, but to turn it against us is madness.
Watch your feet.
Oh, I like the myth track gear also. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I feel pretty confident in saying that everyone who plays World of Warcraft likes getting gear upgrades. Like, if you don't like that, maybe not everyone is always pursuing that, but if you don't like getting gear upgrades, like, what are you been doing playing in the MMO, you know?
Defeat the Nerubians, conquer Kazalgard, and subjugate the world.
No, such heresy. They defile the sacred flame by animating the dead. They are no better than the Comis.
Watch your feet.
Go and pop Fort Brew here.
Watch your feet.
No Arathi leads the Emperor's sons, even in death.
Gotta do our monk tech here. Gotta remember to do this time.
Sacred flame will cleanse your transgressions.
OP, yeah. Figured out how to do this when we were leveling, and I just, yeah. I forgot to do it the times we were in here earlier tonight, but
Incoming.
gotta take advantage of our class benefits, you know?
Watch your step.
I suspect you could also position a gateway from the top down here if you have a warlock and do something kind of similar. But you'd probably have to like start it on the top, like maybe on the like square right there. Send it down. And then just bounce these guys down the stairs.
Watch your step.
They don't even know what to do. One of them just stopped running. Stopped running. Yeah, there's some fun stuff you can do on Monk.
It is done. These zealots no longer stare.
Alright, I think that's going to do it for me tonight, chat. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you for the subs and for bearing with me during the YouTube chat drama. I'm going to see what I can do to get that figured out so that kind of thing doesn't happen again, or at least we can handle it a little more quickly without being so disruptive. I hate to see that happen in like the middle of a key or a raid or something, but yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by and chatting, and I appreciate you all, and I will catch you all in the next stream. Farewell, everyone.